Sports Talk in the Mancave. We are back once again with no sports.
No sports. What are you going to talk about? You're going to cry a bit.
Let's talk about what the coronavirus has done to the sports world, to all the fans, to all the players.
Everything's basically on a shutdown.
The panic.
Go Bears shut everything down for the NBA.
It's all gone.
Defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I know he mocked the microphones and he made fun of it, and the karma came back and he bit him.
Isn't that what happened with the Titanic, dude, basically?
Yep, they said ship cannot be sunk, and it was sunken.
That's right.
Don't mock these things.
Don't mock them.
See, so now, I mean, I guess the what we wanted to talk about was the big effect that it does, the NCAA tournament, all these cities that pump money into expecting these big events. You know, I mean, the economy is just it's gonna be a while to
It's gonna take.
rebound.
There's that big event in Austin that shut down.
The South by Southwest, which is a huge event.
Exactly.
Zapata County Fair still on, guys.
Zapata County Fair.
You can go there.
Everybody go.
Zapata County Fair.
Zapata's
Can't
gonna
beat
make
Zapata.
some money.
Yeah, so I mean the thing is now with the NBA, for instance, if they come back and actually play an abbreviated season, of course, big asterisk. But
Huge.
other than that,
Huge ass.
other than that,
Let's not go there.
How many games are left in the regular season?
24.
24.
how do you play
It's-
that? I was thinking of a scenario of how everybody should
The-
they should change it.
Even if I'm a Spurs fan, I think that just the top 8 right now should go.
See,
The top 8 right
that
now.
was one of the things they discussed, I believe. They discussed that maybe that they'll either extend it until July, or what they'll do is they'll just say right now, the teams that are in, and the ones that are not, and in 30 days they just start the playoffs.
You're losing 30 days, so you're losing approximately 15, 16 games per team, which could almost be done if they extended another 2 weeks. And there's some teams that are really close to getting in, but you know what? They didn't get in, and this happened. And it's like an injury. Now it's part of the
You see,
season.
the way I look at it, it's a total novel thing. They're going to lose a lot of revenue, right, from people not going. It's a novel thing. You change it around. You make every team get into the playoffs, single elimination. It makes it a very different environment. It actually pumps more into the economy, into all these different cities. People will go to these games because their team's in the playoffs.
I never thought of it that way. I would like that.
Maybe what they should do is like an NCAA tournament type of thing, but with the last 4 seeds. Because the first 4, I mean, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? For the first couple of seeds, they earned it because they've been kicking butt all year. But the ones that are kind of iffy, you make like an NCAA tournament kind of like a one elimination game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would kind of,
See, but I don't think you could do the single game elimination because you're talking about money. You get a lot more from a 7-game series than a single game elimination.
But you're talking about getting every single team in. If you get all the teams in to play single elimination, you're getting the best against the worst, and you keep on going down the line. You never know what's going to happen there. It's going to make it a total different season.
The last-
than just a regular.
No,
the
but
last.
that
The last four teams could have their 7
Yeah,
games.
that-
No, but
Yeah.
4 teams on each
I think
side.
that's the only way that this season, whoever wins will be an asterisk. If you do something completely
Yeah.
different than you've always done,
that wouldn't be fair to the
No,
teams
but at
that,
the very end, you have your 8. You do your regular 7, 5-game.
But I think
things that they
like
have,
teams
but
have to see it
initially-
like if it were an injury. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. It happened. That season was cut. So if you weren't in the top 8, sorry, you weren't in the top 8. It doesn't matter if you're one of the hottest teams coming up. You weren't in the top 8 at the cut.
I think that's the best way to go.
Yeah.
You have to.
I'm thinking changing it would be nice because you never know what that can bring for the future. You know, the future can change in the top 8 that they do.
I think that
You know?
if you're going to experiment, it's going to do with the lower teams, or the teams that are iffy to get in, the bubble teams. If you're going to experiment,
That's
like
not
that's
fair.
just my
That's
opinion.
not. That's
But
so. Then what are you going to get? 10 teams in
yeah, I mean, maybe the ones that are in the bubble.
instead of going with the top 8. You're going to go with the top 10.
wild
Or
card.
No,
the
the ones in the bottom. You know, like
Do what?
Spurs,
Like the-
those teams.
like the Lakers were every year.
Exactly, yeah. I don't know. I mean, this is a season they have potential for change because it's different. They haven't experienced any stoppage like this, other than if there's been other stoppages for different reasons. But this is totally different, and who knows? This might keep on extending months after months,
Yeah.
or it might just go away.
So from what I understand is that in these 30 days they're gonna go by, they're gonna test every single player, and once that is done, then they're gonna see whether how they resume the play, whether
You
it's
know,
gonna be with fans or without fans.
And it's also affecting the people that work for the teams. And I have a friend that I'm going to see later on tonight. His daughter does something for the Spurs, and she's like pretty high up in there, you know. And I'm going to want to ask him, like, has your daughter told you anything about what's going to happen with this? You know, it's very interesting.
Yeah, I think even if you test every single player, it really doesn't matter because the players are still out there in the community. They're not isolated. It's not like they're quarantined. And
Well,
so
I believe that now they are not going to be going out to the public as much. They're not going to be doing this public. They're not going to be doing these public things. They're not going to be going to the hospitals and seeing these sick kids. They're not going to be. They're not going to be doing these things.
Not those things, but they're still out in the public, just like anybody else. They're out in the public.
And there was a report today that came out that Rudy Gobert gave a little kid an autograph, and the kid got coronavirus.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you have to keep your distance. So
From an
it's-
autograph?
Yeah. That's
He
right.
coughed on
That guy is just,
And drop it on the hand. You cough. Drop it on the
That
hand.
can take
The thing.
So yeah, and it's serious, and it's not so serious for the healthy guys, but for the elderlies.
And it's going to affect the other sports as well. If it goes on, if they're shutting everything down for teams for 2 weeks, for a month, it's going to affect baseball. For sure.
I mean, baseball. All they weren't even canceling the spring training games. They kept going until like they couldn't justify it anymore. And now all they're saying is they're gonna push it back like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's
You know, so
ridiculous.
like MLB is really trying to squeeze
I
the money.
think in 2 weeks, it's
Yeah.
gonna be worse.
Yeah, no, I mean,
It's
But
gonna be worse.
But I think that they're going in 2 week increments because it's a 14-day incubation period. And if you go to 2 weeks, that covers your 14 days, and you see who's sick, who's not sick, who's in, who's out.
Doesn't matter. You're talking about the public, so it's just you can't do it.
Well,
Can't
yeah,
do
you're
it.
talking about getting fans in there.
Yeah, you can't do it. I mean, there's no way they can go in 1 day increments if they want to. It doesn't really matter.
This epidemic is just getting stronger and stronger by the day.
I know. Right now,
it's just
the
spreading.
news was good. I mean, like if you look at the stocks, they went up today because Trump said something good. Monday is going to be the worst thing. What's going to happen this weekend? There's going to be more cases, and it's going to spread.
You know, and it's trickling down to all the way down to the individual athletes. You know, those seniors in college,
Oh, yeah.
those seniors in high school that are great track athletes.
Yeah, the money, right? Because I mean, they have a chance to make it and improve that
The
they're.
college could see them, colleges could see them and give them scholarships and stuff, and they might lose out on some of these
Can
things.
you all foresee that? How long is it going to take for the fans to get back into these auditoriums?
The fans,
Yeah,
you build them, they'll go. You open them, they'll
I
flood
think they're
them.
gonna listen. So they say, "Oh, we're good to go again," and they're gonna come back.
I think so. And I
They'll
think
listen
you
to
open them,
whatever
I
it
think
is.
they'll flood them. I think people will go.
They'll come back.
All right, Cowboy fans.
See you next year.
See you.
Maybe.
See,
That's a good thing, man.
so do you all think, you as a doctor, do you think that this was a man-made strain or not?
Man-made strain. No, you can't even.
Me as a non-doctor, I think so.
Okay, and yes.
we have to just say it's a coronavirus. They know what kind of virus it is.
Okay.
It's out there. There's other coronaviruses.
I'm
Have
educated
you-
on YouTube.
Have
I
you
saw
seen
a
this
video.
book that supposedly published 1981, Dean Koontz, The Eyes of Darkness?
So I heard something about that today. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it says here, in around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe.
He's like Nostradamus, dude.
Yeah. It will be attacking the lungs and the bronchial tubes.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
true.
Okay. And it says that it will, wait,
What is it?
that it will vanish just as quickly as it came. But
Uh-oh.
on another page,
What does it say? What does it say?
this strand was made, it says Lai Chen, is that what it says?
Like, okay, well,
Yeah,
I think-
so-
Okay, okay. They call the stuff Wuhan 400 because that's where it was developed.
that is so coincidental.
Why do they call it? I know Wuhan, that's where it
I know the
started.
Wuhan. I don't know about the Wuhan.
That's where it started.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you turned on TV?
Yeah,
No, I didn't.
That's great.
Okay,
But if you continue reading,
okay. It was the 400 strain of man-like microorganisms created at that Wuhan 400.
Yeah.
So it was man-created.
Well, yeah, that's a story he wrote, man. So,
1981.
yeah, that's amazing that he wrote something like that, man. Amazing.
It also says that it can't survive outside of the human body for longer than a minute, which the coronavirus can.
There you go.
With that party, I didn't
Fake
circle
news,
that
man.
part.
It's fake news. No, I still think, no, I think it's just a virus that came. They said it came from bats. You know, usually all these things supposedly come from animals, and so
But if you think about
I
it,
have to go with that.
it makes a lot of sense for it to be man-made. It's from China especially.
Yeah.
We're putting a lot of tariffs
Well,
on
well,
them
China is blaming the U.S. for taking it in now.
for taking it in.
No, but
That's what,
I
that's
think
what they're
that
saying over there, or the leader.
Well, look, we were in a trade war, right,
Yeah.
with China,
Yeah, we still are.
with
Okay.
the economies, right? So what's the best thing for them to do to hurt our economy? I think they did it.
because
Export of virus.
Yeah.
all these
Cost
tariffs
money.
and things that Trump put on China hurt their economy. So how are they getting back at us? Look at our economy, worst ever.
No, it's just a blip, man.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a blip. They're fixing it. They'll fix. That's gonna come back. I mean, that's
Yeah,
not-
with time, but right now,
Yeah.
stocks are dropping
It's causing
like
panic.
crazy.
Stocks are dropping, and that's what they wanted. That's what China would want.
Well, they're hurting themselves. Their economy is hurting even worse than ours, man. To tell you the truth.
Well, they're already-
China's
they're-
economy is
they're already
terrible.
The
recovering.
tourism is
Yeah.
gone. I mean, the tourism
Yeah.
is pretty much gone over there.
And they're just starting to kind of open up their stores again and do all that type of stuff.
Apple,
But their
right? Apple
economy-
opened up
yeah,
again.
Apple opened up.
Yeah.
But they're struggling, and not only that, but the oil is not due to that. The oil is due to OPEC, you know, and Saudi Arabia and Russia's war and stuff like that. I mean, they have going on that they want to.
Yeah, but
Competing
it's been a big war between China and the U.S. with these things that
True.
Trump wanted
Also, the
against
theory,
China.
Totally
theory
All
of
the tariffs.
population, they wanted a way to get rid of some population. And think about it, this only attacks old people. And who would you get rid of? The people that are productive and younger, or the people that are old? Old people.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the movie The Giver, I think it was?
Yeah.
They just send the old people out, like, oh, you're going to paradise?
Wait a minute.
So,
Did I say welcome to the sports section?
anyway, doesn't it make
Alright,
sense?
Let's get back to sports.
Well,
Man. It
yeah.
might make sense. It
This,
might make sense.
but this is something I believe man-made, and I think people should check out this book just to see what he had
Yeah,
to
we
say.
should read it.
Dean Koontz.
Because the one I'm reading right now, I don't like. Anyway, so yeah, we gotta switch it. Hey, I know you wanted to talk about Brady and Dak a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah. I guess Dak, there's still kind of, they offered him the highest paid, right? Did they offer him the highest paid or something like
No.
that?
Yeah,
It was
well, not the
34,
highest paid.
34, 33.
33, 34, he was in the same area like as Roethlisberger and these other guys that are.
Yeah, and it's just the timing of everything. What I feel, because look, today came out a report that Byron Jones. I mean, what do you guys think much of Byron Jones?
Not really.
He's going to be the highest paid cornerback in the NFL, and it's just because he's coming as a free agent. Next year there'll be somebody else. Ramsey will destroy that contract.
They're calling him the number one, Jones, the number one defensive free agent out there. They're calling Dak the number one free agent out there.
Right.
So Jones is gonna probably end up getting a good contract.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be, like I said, he's gonna be the highest. He's gonna outdo Peterson, all these shutdown cornerbacks that are out there, and it's just Byron Jones. I mean, he's just. I mean,
And how is his performance?
I mean,
Statistically?
Statistically, I mean, he's. I don't know.
He
I don't
wasn't-
think he's had an interception in 4 years.
No, I think he had 4 interceptions, but throughout these 3
4 years
years,
of his career,
or
probably.
whatever, yeah, and it's.
Can he shut somebody down?
I mean, if you can shut somebody down, I don't know. He's good.
It actually came out there year by year how many passes he defended and how many, and it came out and
It just-
there's nothing great, nothing good.
Nothing great. Nobody in the Cowboys, defense ever stands out to me as
No.
being great.
No, I
You
can't
know,
think
so
of
I don't
anybody.
know why they would be.
I mean, we really overpaid for DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah,
I mean, he's the highest paid Cowboy in the history, 100 and something million.
He did
in the history,
nothing.
did nothing.
he did nothing.
I mean, Zeke Elliott, we overpaid for him too. Those two 49er running backs who are known and were running a lot harder and a lot faster than Zeke was.
So
You know, I just think I don't
so you
know.
think we should overpay Dak?
I just think that that's what's going on right now, and that's what happens every year. There's a free agent, everybody overpays.
I think he should have.
And if we let him go,
So you want it to be Dak?
I don't want it to be Dak. I mean, I'd rather him take a discount. I mean, of course, for the team, right? But
what's the name of this quarterback that they're looking at that went from college to college and actually did good?
Tua or
No, the one that replaced Tua. The one that replaced Tua when he got injured, and that that the Cowboys should be looking at.
Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
no? Tua replaced him.
No.
No, Tua replaced him.
Tua replaced him.
Yeah.
Okay, well then Tua replaced him.
Jalen Hurts
Jalen
now.
Hurts. Yeah, I mean, I think that he's not really a predictable. I mean, he's
Does
not
he
really
play for Alabama?
Yeah, but I don't know
Does
if
he
he's
play
that
for-
good about. He played for Oklahoma.
And Oklahoma. Alabama, Oklahoma,
Right.
and now he plays.
Yeah, I don't know if he's that good of a. Actually, is a good passer. No.
No, he's not. He played for Alabama first, got injured. Tua replaced him. Went to Oklahoma, did well.
I have no idea what the Cowboys are gonna do, man. I mean, I think they're gonna sign Dak, but who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think they're gonna
franchise
sign. I think they're gonna sign him, and he should have just signed for this.
They
I
might
mean,
make
it
an
was
executive
very
decision to say
reasonable.
Yeah.
he's
It's
not
a
gonna-
reasonable
And then-
contract.
And then also Amari Cooper's going to be high in demand also, so we got to pay him too. I mean, they have their hands full with all these
Between
contracts.
both, I'd probably pay Cooper more than Dak.
I think somebody can get in there and do well.
Yeah, somebody.
I mean, I would just let Cooper go and draft a receiver with the first round.
Well,
They'll probably
I would look Dak.
they'll probably get the best.
You're gonna take Dak without Cooper. Look at his numbers without Cooper.
No, but they'll
Yeah.
probably have a chance to draft the best wide receiver in the draft with the 17th pick, or not top two, top three.
Yeah.
Is that fair? I
Something.
mean, that's not bad. I mean, instead of paying
Think that-
somebody
think that all-
100-something
Say
million.
something about the Cowboys.
he did, but it was on page. I didn't have that page.
Said Dak Prescott sucks.
That's what he said. Year 2021. Dak Prescott was that.
Yeah, no, well, I'm not in agreement with them paying him too much more of what they offered him already, unless they could come up with a deal that will spread out the years and make it less per year, so that they could have money to get other players. I don't believe that he should be getting that much.
I guess time will tell. Let's see what they give him. He's only 27 years old. Let's see if next year we're going to be saying he sucks.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
the corona will set back that season as well.
It might.
So,
It might.
Never
Who
know.
knows, man. So I don't know. Back to the NBA real quick.
Maybe Tom
no,
Brady.
wait, Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
Well, I was thinking of one thing. If they don't get a championship this year, like there's no champion, will you feel robbed that the Lakers?
Yeah, I think they put in. Well, I mean, not me personally, but
I put in
We
a
put
lot
in
of
a lot
work.
of work and
I mean, a lot of
arguments.
work
and
Every
I
day.
wore my jacket every day.
Every day we would receive a text.
You'll feel like they should have won it.
yeah, I think that they have a great chance. I don't know if they're gonna win. I really don't know, but I think they have a really good chance.
Hopefully they don't even get a champion this year. Hopefully the season just goes too long.
If
to when the
LeBron,
season can't go
LeBron
anymore.
deserves his ring. LeBron deserves
I don't
his
think
ring.
so. I don't think so.
MVP.
I don't think. Maybe just give LeBron a ring for being LeBron, I guess.
Maybe.
He deserves his ring.
And
But
that's it.
put
No
him
champion.
in a shell. Put him in a bubble. We gotta conserve him.
It'll be the first year that a champion is a
Yeah.
player, not a team.
That guy's good, man. He's good. All right, Brady.
Brady.
Tom Brady's going coming up. What came out today, the reports was that he wants not control of the roster, and then he wants the play calling. I don't know.
Part of the play
Part of the
calling.
play calling
and
and control the roster. And I don't know if you guys think
Control the roster? No way. That's completely stupid to ask for.
Yeah.
Now, to be a part of the play calling, I can take that. Obviously, he's the quarterback. You see what's going on the field, so yes, be a part of the play calling. A part of it, not the play calling.
Right.
Yeah, a part of it, you know how many quarterbacks. I mean,
Well,
you have to change the plays. You know, you have to audible.
And he already had the power in with the Patriots.
No, Josh McDaniels called all the plays.
But he had the power to change the play on the.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he can audible.
but within audibles.
Within audibles.
Audibles that they had. But I can see him calling the plays. Just
By
like-
himself?
Well, you know, I
There's
think throughout the week.
I remember
you
John
plan,
Elway. John Elway used to do
But
that.
once
There's
you
some-
have the plan, then you can call those
There's
plays.
some adjustments that need to be made during the game, especially from you can't see from the angle where you're playing that you need to see from another angle. That's why they have guys up top.
But you still do it as a team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the then the quarterback says, no, you know what, I think this is going on, and then you make a play, okay, let's do this.
Believe it or not, I think the Chargers would accept that deal just because they're so desperate for ticket sales and a name to go with that franchise because nobody shows up to those games.
I would like to see Brady play with a different team.
Me too.
Yeah.
I would like to see him play. I really would like to see him playing with it.
Yeah, because I want to see him away from
At least 1-2 seasons.
doing his thing,
Yeah.
see how he does.
See if he has success. See if Belichick has success.
And
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not fair because he may be losing a lot of the players. This year he had them, they didn't make it, and they might be in a down spiral right now. So
Yeah.
it's not fair to Belichick either to say, oh, you can't win without him. And they didn't win with him this past year.
Like
So
Popovich or no?
like Popovich,
Exactly, yeah.
no
Same
Tim.
thing.
No ring. That's my slogan.
But we got Tim sitting right there.
Yeah, but
Right.
unless he suits up, I mean, there's
Yeah.
no.
So a lot of money being lost. Poor people with all their jobs.
Yeah.
God, I mean that's tough.
Yeah.
If you don't get a paycheck, I mean everybody has their.
That's tough. Now they're setting up something at least for all the people that work in the stadiums and concessions that like Mark Cuban was trying to do.
Mark Cuban is trying to do it and set it up.
Zion Woods
So-
and also taking care
Kevin
of
Love.
Oh, that's good.
Kevin Love also. There's some
Showing
players there.
love.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean that I think everything will be taken care of. The economy's gonna be fine.
Did you want to talk about the giveaway? Or not?
You know, we should talk about a giveaway, because I know we wanted to talk about that. We were thinking of making a video about that, and well, I mean, we don't know what we're going to give away yet.
But why don't we ask them to?
Yeah, I mean, I think
What
give us
would they like?
ideas because
And it's something reasonable. I mean, reasonable things, not.
A flight to Hawaii.
cruise, yeah.
Carnival Cruise Line.
A cruise to Paris.
You can go to Disneyland.
To Italy.
Disneyland next week.
Next week.
Yes, only next week.
It'll be like the progressive commercial, right?
It's-
It's a bad idea.
Horrible.
But no, but a real plan that maybe we can give away something. There's a lot of good things that we talk about sports, we talk about stocks, we talk about a lot of different things here. So we can try to do something that's related or not.
Or give away a kidney, right? Maybe.
A lung.
Like you don't have one.
A lung.
Along for the Coronas.
Yeah, so we can definitely, now we're not going to do it until we get to 7,500 subscribers.
Yeah.
We're still a little bit away from
But
that.
it looks like it kicks in for a while and then.
Well,
But you never know, it could kick
We
in, we
need
might get a
to
good
kick in
one.
big time, man, so we can start talking about things. But yeah, maybe they can give us ideas as to what would be a good, I guess, giveaway gift. I don't know. Do you guys have any ideas other than?
We can talk about that later, don't give them ideas, let them come up with their own ideas, we'll try to come up with ours, and
Okay.
let's see,
You
'cause
didn't, you didn't like the cruise? No.
No.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
No, thank you.
All right.
Not this year.
Not this.
Mickey Mouse is sneezing, so no Disney. Que chulo me hiciste. You think that's so cute?
All right. Okay. Any other sports you all want to talk about?
Everything's dead. No.
No, everything is very quiet. Yeah, the next sports talk might be even more quiet.
Subscribe, let's get to 7,500.
Let's do it. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We will see you next time.